Welcome to Broadcast from Elsewhere. We talk about media you may not hear about elsewhere. I'm Enigma.
I'm DL.
And oh my god, we have podcast powers.
I'm already. It hasn't been a minute. It hasn't been a minute. God damn it. Oh no.
That will make sense later, guys. Don't worry. That'll make sense later, I
sure.
promise.
Yes. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the wonderful movie that, it's so wonderful they named it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it has two names.
It does. It's Teen Spirit is the name on the poster, though.
Yes.
From 2011. But it's also known as Teen Angel Sings for whatever reason. Which,
yeah,
like,
that's just
okay.
title.
She does sing. Like,
yeah,
at
I
the
guess.
party scene later on.
Yeah, I guess. I think.
But
that's
also, but Teen Angel Sings implies that it's a musical or something, which very much is not.
Right. Yeah. So, did you find any like background information on this movie, or?
I was kind of hard to find like production things, but I did find some fun stuff about some of the lead characters, at least.
Okay.
Lead actors. Because okay, I'm gonna start with Lisa's actress, who's Lindsay Shaw, who I thought I recognized for a minute because I was like looking at her and like in the movie and stuff. And I was like, I know this person from somewhere. Turns out I was right because she's in Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide. She's Mose, Jennifer Mosley.
Okay.
One of Ned's really like close friends, like he's part of his close friend group. I don't know if you've ever seen Ned's Declassified,
so
but yeah, she's a main character in that.
Huh. I have never seen that. I was mostly a Disney kid, so.
Well, she's also in Pretty Little Liars, the 2011 version, as well.
Oh.
Yeah. She plays Paige McCullers, which it just so happens to be a character who's a lesbian, which I know how you feel about these two characters in this movie. So,
listen, we're gonna get into this.
DL has very strong
Lisa,
opinions about the two female leads here.
They are kissing. They kiss in my head. In my head, they kiss.
Yeah.
They're so in lesbians with each other, and I don't make the rules. Okay. So do you want to start off our plot here?
Well, I have some other things too.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
You're jumping the shark, which is topical considering Amber's actress was also in Sharknado. Almost all of them. Almost all of them.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Cassie Skirbo, I think is how you say that name. She's in Sharknado 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as a character named Nova Clark, who's apparently a very important character. Who also, I was looking at the character wiki for her, because I was just out of curiosity. And apparently there's time travel in the 6th Sharknado movie, because she gets...
I need to watch Sharknado now.
Saved by a time traveler, so that she doesn't die anymore in, like,
That's
the original
incredible.
timeline.
Do you understand how incredible that is?
Yeah, I'm understanding that we need to watch those movies now.
I've never had any interest in Sharknado, personally, because it feels like the epitome of, like, trying too hard to be bad, which is a thing that, in my opinion, really only worked for Velocipaster. But, like, I gotta give it a shot now because there's time travel.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the plot of the 6th Sharknado, which is, by the way, titled The Last Sharknado, It's About Time.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Okay, well that's everything.
And then...
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, lastly there's about Tim Gunn, which is the guy who plays J3, the angel guy, or whatever he's supposed to be.
That was his name?
That's his name, yeah.
That was his name?
He said that, yes, he says that. He says that in the, when he's talking to, like, heaven or whatever, at one point he's like, this is Supervisor J3, blah, 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 blah. I forget the full line, but he says it. Okay. He says it.
I just had him in my notes as old gay man who might be God. I didn't catch a name at any point.
Yeah, he says it. He says it once, I don't think. I think he only says it once, so, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, if you didn't know, he's the co-host of Project Runway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also, like, a fashion mentor in that show, or, like, they're like, oh, this is what you should do.
That makes sense.
And it does make a lot of sense, honestly, because he did kind of give those kind of vibes, honestly, so, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
You want to get started on the plot now? That's everything I could find that I thought was interesting. Sure. Beep, beep, beep.
Sure. Okay. All right then.
Ignore that. Anyways.
So we start with the entrance to a high school and a group of 4 25-year-old teenage girls.
Yep.
They're like the popular, the plastic, the Heathers, the nondescript mean girls.
Yeah, literally, that's what I was thinking too. It's like, these are your basic, popular group of 4 girls.
Yeah. So, honestly, the other 2, like, 2 of them you don't really need to know the names of. I think
I don't think I even know the other names of them. Like, I think one of them was Dakota. I don't know which one, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Dakota and Paisley are the, like, unimportant ones.
I like how we both collectively remembered one name that was not important.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, there is the main girl, the main blonde girl. Her name is Amber Pollock. She's like the Regina George of the school, except she's genuinely not that, like, mean. She's kind of mean in, like, 2 scenes. That's it. She has exactly 2 instances of being kind of rude, and that's it.
I was gonna say, just to be fair, we don't see a lot of her alive, so...
Okay, that's true. Yeah. So... Sure, I guess that's true. But, they walk out of the school all Mean Girl style, and... Oh yeah, the other one I should have mentioned. Her name is Carlita. She's like the henchwoman or whatever. She's like the second in command, I guess.
Yeah, basically, something like that.
And yeah, she's the second in line to, like, the head bitch, right? So Amber is the main one. She walks out wearing a skirt that is way too short for high school. She would run dress coded immediately. Like, I don't know if you caught this. Like, I'm not here to slut shame, but it was so short.
I mean, in these kinds of movies and shows and stuff, they never quite get outfits correct for anything. No. They're always like, oh yeah, they can wear anything at high school. It's like, no, the fuck we can't. No, the fuck we can't.
No, they cannot. So our narrator, who sounds kind of bored, honestly, he sounds like he does not want to be here. He explains that she's popular. He says one of my favorite lines in this movie, which is, they rule their kingdom with an iron fashion sense, which is just so camp.
This movie is very camp, in my opinion, but in a good way.
Oh, yeah.
In a very good way.
Yeah, for sure. I, like, genuinely enjoyed this movie, but we'll get to, like, my opinions on it with the final thoughts later. So
yeah. I put in my notes that the narrator to me sounded like a gay Kermit, and I'm sorry for putting that into your brain.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for putting that into your brain.
You're so correct.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tim
like
Gunn,
gay...
but yeah.
Yeah, you sound like a gay old Kermit, and I apologize.
This is what happens after Miss Piggy finally broke his heart for the last time. He realized he actually likes other frogs.
He likes other male frogs.
Yeah.
And pigs.
Wee.
How does sexuality work with multiple species? Anyway. We don't have time to unpack all of that. So, Amber wants to be prom queen. So, she gets in her car while this song plays in the background that I genuinely can't understand a single word of. I don't know if it's just my audio processing issues or what, but, like, I can't understand a word. Anyway, she's like, I'm gonna be prom queen. And then we cut, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of cuts in this opening section where they're just like,
Yeah.
we're here, now we're there, and now we're here, and now we're there, and now we're here, and now we're there.
Yeah. Yeah, whoa.
Whoa. It's okay. It's a made-for-TV movie. They're allowed to be a little silly, right?
Yeah, for real. For real.
But yeah, after that happens, we get to meet our other lead girl, which is Lisa. She's the nerdy chick who's making pigs in the film school because they're making little claymation pig films because that's their thing, I guess.
Yeah. They make stop-motion pig movies in a garage because they're losers.
Yeah. You know how losers just make movies?
Yeah, losers make movies that apparently the popular kids watch these movies because later on the popular boy fake out love interest is like, ooh, I watch the movies you make, they're really cool. So if they make movies that the cool kids like, why are they the loser reject kids? It doesn't make sense. It would make more sense if he was like, oh, you if he either didn't know that she made movies or if he knew and thought that they were lame and stupid. But no, he's like, those are really funny, I like those. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no. Also, what really doesn't make any sense is the fact that she has 2 or 3 love interests and none of them have any chemistry with her, except for the girl who's not supposed to be her love interest.
Right? No, yeah, that's so real. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the pig explodes. The little stop-motion claymation pig explodes. There's so much goo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where the fuck did the goo come from? It's a clay pig. Why does it have goo inside of it? They loaded up with fake pig blood or something? I know it's pink goo, so it's not blood, but
no, it's
what's it supposed to be?
Pink, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's packed full of,
then we cut...
what do you call it?
Oh,
sorry.
What is it packed full of?
I was gonna say it's packed full... Oh, what's that fucking, shit, hold on. Brain. What's the thing you take for diarrhea?
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it's full of Pepto-Bismol.
This is good pod. This is great pod. Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol.
Okay, so we cut. Amber's getting her nails done at a salon. She's like, I want all the votes. It has to be unanimous. It has to be a unanimous prom vote. There's so much emphasis on prom king or prom queen rather in this movie. They never even mention prom king, which is weird considering that.
Well, until the end of it.
The turn of events. Yeah, but they're never oh, it's prom king and queen. It's always just queen. It doesn't matter. Which is so weird to me. And also there's I genuinely don't remember who won prom queen at my school. I did not graduate that long ago. I don't understand the emphasis that this movie has on and this isn't just this movie.
This is just kind of how all high school era things like this take place. There was it's always about the prom queen, always about the queen, never about anything about the prom king. No one ever really cares about that. It's just kind of right. Okay, so yes, once after that we cut again to them. Now they're putting up signs advertising prom queen and everything. Then we're cutting again to the film kids watching back the footage for their pig film, and
yeah,
they're doing the music over the watching the footage. They're not putting the music into the editing program or anything like that. No, they're just playing the music over the film that's happening. I don't know if that's how that's supposed to work. I don't know. I've never been in a film club. I don't know. Either way, the director guy's like, this sucks. I hate this, whatever. And she's like, well, what if I just sped it up? And that's all it took, apparently.
Yeah. Yes. And he says the line, pigs are exploding and I'm getting nothing, which is another very good line in this movie.
Real. I do like also a line that comes up in a second here, but we'll get to that. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what it is, but Lisa uses... so, sorry. Amber and the Popular Girls, they show up for this election strategy meeting, which apparently has to be in this room for some reason. So Lisa, like, stutters a little bit, and then Carlita says, "What's the matter? Piggy got your tongue?" And then Amber says, "No, Carlita, more like having no life got her tongue."
Yeah, that's the line I was thinking of. And I wrote that in my notes. I was like, more like having no life got her tongue is not as hard of line as you think it is, Amber. It's actually very clunky and stupid.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, no.
No, okay. So, Amber gets ready for prom. She goes home. I guess they just kind of kicked the film kids out of the music room, I guess. I don't know. We don't really get much of a resolution to that.
Yeah, no, they just kind of leave.
Yeah. Amber gets ready for prom, and her mom is like a bitch. She's on like a business call, and she's like, "Amber, you have to win prom queen. That's the only thing I care about," which is so weird. And so Amber is like trying to impress her mom, and she's trying to impress her mom and win prom queen. And Lisa, it cuts to Lisa at her home, and she has an ugly dress and parents. So this is one of the two scenes in this movie where she has parents. I don't think anybody ever really cares. Like, it's so weird because like her parents her mom
are like really
like
extremely lax too.
Yeah, no, they're so calm, and we'll get more into that later, but like it's so weird to me.
Oh yeah, there's a weird thing also with her mom while they're like getting Lisa.
Oh yeah.
Because like Lisa gets like a dress from her mom that was like apparently her mom's old prom dress, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I wore that to prom, and I think I also wore that when we were making you." And it's like, don't tell her that. She doesn't want to know.
Tell her that. She does not want that. I don't like that. Neither does the audience, honestly. I hate that information. So then we hard cut to the parking lot with Lady Gaga. This is very 2011. And so Lisa is sitting in her parked car, writing her application letter for Juilliard on a laptop.
Just bring your laptop to your car to write your application letters. I do it all the time.
At prom, though? Like, what does she do? Okay, whatever.
I mean, she doesn't have a date, so I guess what else are you gonna do, right?
She doesn't even go in, like, at all. So Amber shows up with her boyfriend.
Wait, does she not go in? Did she not witness Amber dying? I thought she did.
No, she's in the parking lot the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amber shows up with her boyfriend? ? I don't think we see this guy ever again in the movie.
No, he's there again during the memorial service that they do in the for the principal and stuff.
Okay.
But
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a dick. I don't think he's ever again in the movie after that, but
Right. So yeah, no, he's not relevant at all. You'd think, but no. The reason he's not relevant is because she's gay. She's gay for Lisa. They're lesbians.
Oh my god, lesbian angels.
So yes.
There we go.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
So Amber shows up with him, and she gaslights him into backing his car into an electrical box.
Well, because she's like,
kind of like,
because like he was like trying to drop her off because he couldn't find good parking, and she's like, no, you're gonna park right now, and you're gonna come in with me. And so he just kind of like rushes it and like backs into the electrical box on accident, and she's like, it doesn't fucking matter, just come on, let's get inside.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Also, I like how she arrives and they get inside, and then they just immediately start doing the election thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've never been to prom myself because I just didn't go because one, it's too expensive, and two, I didn't have a reason to go. So yeah.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that's like an end of the night thing, right?
Yeah, it is. It was in my prom.
Yeah. So why is it like the immediate first thing? They're like, let's get this shit out of the fucking way. We don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't get it, honestly. It's weird. They really should have waited, but whatever. Well, we need her to die because so
it's been 16 minutes and no one's died yet.
Box.
Come on, hurry up, guys.
Actually, it's been 11.
Okay.
She dies 11 minutes into the movie.
Well, somebody clearly
which
enjoys
is
this movie
crazy.
a lot.
I took rigorous notes. Okay,
We've
been gone a while. We've been gone so long, guys, that Enigma got new pronouns. So, like,
oops.
I felt like I needed to really come back by taking a lot of notes.
Wee.
So, anyway, yes, Amber dies. She grabs the crown, which is electrocuted because the fuse box broke.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because, like, the big box outside is busted, obviously, and then, like, a wire just falls from the ceiling and electrifies the little, like, metal podium that the thing is on. And apparently the electricity also passes through the pillow that it's sitting on top of, which I don't think that's how that works.
Sure.
But,
no.
Either way, she grabs the prom crown and just gets electrocuted to death.
Yeah.
Yep, I could see her spirit just sitting right there. She's like, I'm fine, guys. And then she just looks over and there's just her dead body on the floor.
It's a really good thing that she happened to die in a, like, on the floor in a position that covered her face. So that her stunt double can just lay there. Because, like, her stunt double is, like, laying there covered with her arms covering her face. That's like, I see.
I like the guy who's on the phone with 911 who's like, oh, yep, she's dead. That's a doornail. And it's like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Have a little decency, why don't you, my guy? Dear God.
Real. What else?
Well, this is when we get to see Limbo now, right?
Oh yeah, Limbo. So she goes to this, like, afterlife, which is just it's a room full of massage chairs, and she meets an old gay man who was the narrator at the beginning of the movie.
This is Tim Gunn's character. This is J3. Who, according to all of the, like, descriptions I've seen online, is supposed to be an angel.
Sure.
So he's not God, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Well, it would be funnier if he was just kind of God, but whatever. I guess he can be an angel. So, I didn't know that when I wrote this. I wrote, this gay old man who might be God uses his magic glitter iPad that flies from the ceiling to call her a bitch. And I feel like that note needs no editing. Like, that is just the perfect thing.
Real, because basically he tells her, like, oh, according to all this information on my tablet, you are gonna go to hell. And but we're gonna give you a second chance, because if you can make the least popular person in the school elected prom queen, then in the next week, then you can go to heaven, because apparently that's all that matters to heaven, is that you make somebody else popular. What?
Yes. I don't really know. This is kind of the same, like, it's kind of a similar premise to Heavenly Kid.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier too. Like, this is another Heavenly Kid-ish thing. It's one of those things that's in that weird niche subject of angel makes child popular, which is a weird thing that exists. It's like 4 things about that. Yes,
because there's 2 other shows that I love deeply, because I absolutely love this super niche subgenre. There's one called Wingin' It, which I feel like we need to find a way to talk about that at some point. If we don't, then I want to at some point. If I ever, like, make a YouTube channel with video essays, I want to talk about Wingin' It. And then there's another thing it's called Teen Angel. It's from the 90s, and it's pure pure stupid garbage, and I love it a lot. So, yeah, I love this subgenre. Okay, so back to the back to the plot. So Tim Gunn says like, if you complete your task, you'll be an angel and you'll be always model thin. Gotta love 2011. And she's like, okay, I'll do my task or whatever. And then we cut to the memorial service where everyone's like trash talking her. It's clear that everybody hated her, even her friends.
Yeah, because I wrote on here about like if you because he offers everyone to come up to like, oh, share stories about her, honor her existence and all that stuff, and no one says anything, stands up, or even acknowledges that he's even talking to them. Honestly, this principal kind of sucks. He just no one cares at all that he exists. It's kind of terrible, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's like a scene later at the prom where he's like addressing the crowd and like nobody even looks at him. This poor guy.
Yeah.
This poor God. Anyways, since no one shows up, since someone comes up or offers to speak up or anything, he just says, "Oh, we'll just have a moment of silence instead." And that's when she takes the time to like see that, oh, my boyfriend or whatever boy toy thing is sitting over here with his friends. But he only is upset because of the fact that he didn't get to have sex with her. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, if she had won prom queen, she was gonna do me. But now I can't get anything out of it. And it's like, fuck you, dude. It's like, fuck you. You also see her gal pals are all like just texting, being like, wow, I'm so glad she's dead.
Right? Yeah. So, Lisa, however, can see Amber, who is currently throwing a fit, because nobody can see her except Lisa. So the principal unveils the like memorial photo.
Except your
They're in love. They're in love. So the principal unveils the memorial photo, and it's this like really like bad shot of her like mid-blink, and everybody laughs. And Amber is like, this is so not fair, and she's like storming around throwing a temper tantrum. Lisa can see her, and her film friend Selena is like, are you good, Lisa? And she's like, I don't know, I'll get back to you on that. And then the memorial service ends and Amber chases Lisa, where Lisa sees that Amber can like pass through people, and Lisa freaks. Obviously she freaks out. She runs to the bathroom, and Amber is like follows after her and talks to her and is like, I'm gonna make you popular, I'm gonna make you the popular prom queen. More like prom queer, am I right? Kiss. So Lisa is like, I'm not like other girls, I listen to Beethoven. And Amber pouts and squeaks, which she does a lot. She does a lot of squeak noises.
Real. She sounds like a dog. Oh, before we get too far into this, there was something I really wanted to mention also. That that memorial picture that he makes. He says they're gonna hang it in the hall across from the teacher's lounge, where they hang the pictures of people who have died. How many people are dying in this school?
That's so concerning.
It's really concerning. I know that Amber at one point during the little montage where they're like, I'm gonna be prom queen thing, or whatever you want to call that, like the intro part. Right. She mentioned something about like how there was a guy who died last year, but is this like a usual occurrence? Because someone dies at the end of this movie too. Spoiler alert.
Right.
So, is this like a haunted school? Is there like a sacrificial ritual thing going on? Why are there so many people dying here? This feels like a problem.
I don't know. Yeah.
Also, no one goes to class in this school, as you pointed out to me, because I didn't even realize that. This entire movie, no one goes to class.
Not a single person. There's not a single shot or scene or even mention of anybody in a classroom. There's a library and a cafeteria and several hallways and a music room and a football field, but there's never a classroom. Nobody goes to class, ever.
Yeah, anytime we see them, it's like after school and they're like doing their film stuff or they're doing whatever. I think the closest thing we got to seeing like during the school day was like there's a scene where they're in the lunchroom. But that still doesn't really do a lot for class part.
Yeah, no. So, where are we?
So now Lisa and Amber are like kind of talking, but Lisa kind of just rushes off without actually talking to her but Amber has to kind of like follow her around for a while until finally she gets her alone.
Right.
And explains her the whole situation, like, oh, I need to get you into prom queen, and otherwise I'll go to hell. And Lisa literally tells her, just go to hell then. Because I don't fucking want
Yeah, she's like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. So, Amber goes back to limbo, which I guess she can just kind of do at will. I don't really know, but
Yeah, I don't know. She does this several times throughout the movie where she's just like, I'm gonna go back to limbo, and it just kind of happens. So I guess she just can like instant transmission to limbo.
Like, we don't really see her disappear, but we just kind of cut and she's there. So I don't know. Like, anyway, she complains to J3, and he says, like, you have ghostly powers, use them. And he does not want to be here. He
didn't even like really explain that. He was just like, you have ghostly powers, use them. That's literally what he says. That's the actual line. We're not making that up either. That's just what he says.
Mm-hmm.
And she does have powers. We'll see them soon.
Yeah, I don't see how useful they are, though.
Well, I mean, she can possess people. Okay. We learn that later, but I don't know.
That's not the part I'm talking about, and you know it.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, Lisa is in the library with Selena. She's like, I can see Amber's ghost. And Selena is like, actually, this is so chill. I have a psychic aunt who sometimes bathes in ketchup, but actually she's so normal. And sometimes people can see dead people.
I read that down about the bathing in ketchup. I was like, girl, that's not normal.
Yeah, and so Selena's like, yeah, so, and I'm gonna talk to my aunt about this. This is fine. This is totally fine and normal, and I'm in love with, okay, so here's where, this really, like, set in for me, that Selena is jealous of Amber, because Amber and Lisa are lesbians, and Selena has a crush on Lisa, and I really think that this movie is a lesbian love triangle.
The ABC family was too scared to do that.
Yeah, for real, honestly. Cowards, I say. So Lisa goes to the football field to watch her crush, Nick, play. Because we saw him in the car earlier, I forgot to mention. He wasn't in the car, but when she was in the car in the parking lot, she saw him.
Yeah, because he waves to somebody in her general direction, and he's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're here. And she's like, what? And then somebody else comes up, and she's like, oh. It's like, well, yeah, maybe if you actually, talked to him, maybe he would know that you existed. I know, wild idea, right?
So Amber shows up, telekinetically moves a football.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what's going on too, because like we just see her kind of focus, like squint her eyes at the football, and then it just kind of flies into Lisa.
Yeah, and then Nick walks over and is like, hey, and he's like, oh, you're Lisa, right? You make those pig movies, those are cool. And she's like, yeah, hi, I'm Lisa. And Amber's like, we'll work on that. Honestly, stop trying to set him up with her. Literally just kiss her. Literally just kiss. Be gay. Anyway. So
has very strong feelings here, as you can tell.
Listen, I just think this movie would be very improved if you look at it from a lesbian point of view, as is the case with many films and media. But I'm not gonna get into that.
New life hack for all you directors out there: just make them lesbians.
Literally, because if it's cute, it'll be even cuter, and if it's not, it won't fix your relationship if it's already toxic, but it'll make it a little better. So anyway,
now is when we get after Nick and everything talk. Nick and Lisa talk. Then Lisa and Amber walk home together, and Amber's over here just complimenting the fuck out of her too. She's over here like, oh my god, you got like a
Yeah.
good body, you like you're pretty, and all this stuff. But like I can make you like really accentuate that so they can notice you and stuff. But as they're talking, she sees her little sister, Amber's little sister, and she's like, oh, she's so sad, I should follow her home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's like, oh, when she's so sad, what would happen? Lisa's like, you died?
That was actually funny. That got a laugh out of me.
Yeah. But back at Amber's home, her mom is reading this acceptance letter that she got from a college, and she's like, oh my god, I didn't realize you got in. And apparently Amber had told her, but she didn't believe her because like her mom was like, oh, she couldn't have gotten into my school, she's not good enough for that or whatever. Her mom is terrible.
Oh my god, I hate her.
She's the worst ever.
Yeah, she sucks. So Lisa talks to Selena about talking to Nick while making pig movies together. And mostly Selena's like, whoa, you talked to him? That's crazy.
Yeah, and then also she brings up about the going to prom, becoming prom queen as well.
Oh, yeah.
Selena's like, that's like, why the hell would you want to do that? Like, that's so unlike you.
Right.
Then we go back to Lisa's home at this point now, and this is where we get to see the chill side of Lisa's mom, because like, what? Because because Amber's like, oh, we need a new outfit. We need to skip school and go to the mall because all teenagers exist in the mall, and we're gonna buy a new outfit. And she tells her mom like, hey, I'm gonna skip school and go buy an outfit. And her mom's like, oh yay, I'll go get your dad's credit card or whatever. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry?
No, it's not how it works. No parent would ever be like, oh, you want to skip school to go buy clothes? Sure, kiddo, here's my money. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, absolutely not at all. So, I don't buy that for 1 second. And then they go to the mall, and Amber literally hits on her in the dressing room. Amber is literally, like, I'm not even kidding. She's like, you have such good boobs and a really nice butt, and yeah, you're just so pretty, actually. And Lisa says, like, are you hitting on me? And Amber says, I'm just telling you what guys like.
She's just masking a bit, you know. She's just hiding it, you know. She's still in the closet. She may be dead, but she's still in the closet.
Get out! Walk through the door!
Walk through the door. You have ghost powers. Speaking of ghost powers.
Yeah, walk through. Oh my god.
Speaking of ghost powers.
Go ahead. I know this is your favorite thing ever. Go ahead.
She sees like dress.
Talk like about your favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. So there's like this dress on a hanger that she's like, that Lisa was gonna try on basically. It's like this sunflower dress or whatever, and Amber inspects it and goes like, oh, this is terrible for you, but it'd be great on me. I really wish I could wear it. And then like her entire body flashes, and then she's wearing this like an exact replica of the dress, and she's like, oh my god, I have fashion powers.
Which is a real line in a real movie.
It's literally what she says. I'm not even paraphrasing. She says, oh my gosh, I have fashion powers.
You're peeking your mic so much.
I'm sorry to the audience. Anyways, oops.
Oh my gosh, I have fashion powers. It's a real line in a real movie. And I can't get over that, and I love this movie so much.
It's my favorite thing ever.
So, it's not my favorite movie ever, because it's not
I
like,
I meant that scene is my favorite thing ever. That scene is my favorite thing ever.
Oh, sorry.
Is what I was saying.
Okay. It's so good. That scene is so funny. So, they have a gay little fashion montage together where they, like, they really should have kissed. But it's fine. It's fine. Lisa is like changing clothes, having her little fashion montage time, and Selena is calling her because right now she's ditching Selena and the other two, who I guess I should mention those two. Those two are Colin and Raj. They're the other
Colin's the other guy's name. I did not remember the other guys. I knew Raj because he's mentioned near the end of the movie because he's like kind of important.
Yeah.
Near the end of the movie.
He kind of becomes relevant.
But Colin, I didn't even know I honestly didn't even know if they gave him a name because I never got him being called anything.
His name is Colin. He's a jerk, but Raj is a sweetie pie, and Raj is constantly like coming to Lisa's defense on things and trying to like defend her, and he's just like,
if any man should have ended up with her, it probably should have been Raj, honestly, because like
honestly, yeah, like he's a sweet guy.
I could buy that more than I could buy either of the love interests that she had.
Right. Yeah, oh my god, we'll get to that rant later, but
yeah.
So Selena is just jealous of Amber because she's with Lisa, and this is just a gay love triangle. So Lisa and Amber, I wanted to talk about this. So they're in the clothing store in the mall. This is post-makeover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lisa is wearing a flowy olive green dress with a bright blue, like, really thick statement belt. And it is the ugliest color combination in the goddamn world. It's so ugly, and it does not work. And I cannot wrap my head around, like, this is post-glow up, but she looks like that? Like, no. Like, those are such horrible colors to pair together. I'm losing my mind.
I like how that's what you were going crazy about. Meanwhile, I was just thinking about how, because Amber notices, like, oh, there's a guy looking at you in this mall. And she's like, look, it's some kind of Zac Efron boy. He does not look like Zac Efron. Not even, like, in the slightest. Yeah, no. That's what I was thinking about this whole time. Was like how he looks nothing like Zac Efron. But they're like, oh, look, it's the Zac Efron boy. No, the fuck he's not. He's just a guy.
Yeah, it's just a man.
He's not the love of your life. Hit him with your car. He's
not the love of your life. He's literally just a guy. Hit him with your car.
Yeah.
It's my favorite audio on anything ever, I think.
Yeah, they do talk to this guy, this not Zac Efron guy, for, like, a couple minutes, but she, like, leaves because she's like, no, I want to be with Nick. I don't want this random dude.
Yeah. And Amber keeps calling him, like, a practice boy and stuff. And Lisa's like, no. So she walks away, and... we're back at school now. Lisa is, like, hiding from everyone. She's, like, hiding behind a school bus. And she's like, I don't want anybody to see me. They're gonna make fun of me, which doesn't make sense. She's, like, supposed to be, like, hot
She's supposed to be, like, all glammed up and stuff. Because she's got, like, a new hairdo, new outfit and everything. And she's supposed to look all, like, you know... fucking whatever. But no, I can't go inside. They're gonna make fun of me for looking hot. What?
It doesn't even make any sense, but sure, whatever. So she's like, wait, I don't want to go in there. And then Amber is like, yeah, you are. You're going the fuck in there right now. And then she possesses her.
Yeah, on accident, because she doesn't know she can do that. But
yeah, she doesn't.
She like walks into her, and then she's like, now I'm you, and I will control you.
Ooh. Wait, Amber becomes a Yerk in 4K.
Oh yeah, all the Animorphs fans
are
gonna love that. All the Animorphs fans in 2025.
Listen, if you're listening to this podcast, high chance you like know me personally, and if you know me personally, you've heard me rant about Animorphs. So, yeah.
Wee. But
it's my roundabout justification.
I'm kidding, by the way. I don't care. Wee.
I know.
I also love the Animorphs because they are just something, for sure.
They are books. They are books that exist, and I love them.
They're somehow children's books about child soldiers in alien war.
They're actually the craziest fucking things I've ever read. Like, pretty much bar none. Anyway, this is not about that.
Sorry, yeah, this is not the Animorphs podcast that already exists, I think, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they walk through the school hallways, Amber possessing Lisa, while a very 2011 song plays.
Yeah, this entire soundtrack is very 2011, and you can tell, like, it's a very much a product of its time.
Yeah, even the songs you don't recognize, you can still, they have the 2011 vibe.
Exactly.
Like, there are some songs on the soundtrack that you're gonna have never heard before, and then there's some songs on the soundtrack that you're gonna be like, holy shit, that song?
I know you had a moment with that, with the party later, but we'll get to that.
I've a moment with the party, and I have a moment with the prom.
And there's also a moment, I think, at the prom, because I think Pitbull's is there. Not Pitbull, like,
yeah,
he's not literally there, but, like, his song is. His song.
That'd be crazy. Why are you at a high school prom, my guy? Get him out! Please.
He's waiting for him to play Gangnam Style.
I need him to die. No! Gangnam Style didn't exist. This was 2 years before.
But it's the thing.
1 year before Gangnam Style.
It's the Adam Sandler thing, you know.
I know.
Adam Sandler,
Do not
what are
meow
you
at
doing
me.
here?
I know.
Do not cite the dark magic to me. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Amber makes Lisa walk into school, and this, like, boosts Lisa's confidence somehow, even though she's not doing it. And but as this is happening, we find out that Carlita is also running for prom, and apparently she's also dating Nick. Dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm. And she's also planning a popular kid party, just to get more prom votes, I suppose.
Yeah, that was, like, mainly the idea. Is, like, she's gonna host a party, and that'll drive up votes for her.
Sure. So, Amber uses her telekinesis to knock over a can of pop, and the scene ends.
Yeah, she does
Selena,
it, like, too late because, like, they're already gone, and then the soda falls over.
It's so weird that she, like, sometimes has telekinesis. Sometimes.
I mean, I guess she always has it, but she just never uses it.
That's okay, true. Yeah, you're right. But, like, it's so weird to, like, never use telekinesis.
Real. It seems pretty,
especially just
useful.
after you get it.
Instead, she uses her powers to just change outfits every scene because we can't have her in the same outfit. That'd be terrible.
I mean, given her character, she has, like, unlimited wardrobe choices. So it makes sense she would change her clothes every hour. Like, I guess it makes sense. It's not like it's costing her anything.
True.
So Selena is talking to her witch aunt, who lights a Polaroid of Amber on fire. Have you ever heard of the lesbian movie Portrait of a Girl on Fire? Hello? Coincidence? I think not. There's a lesbian
I have heard of that
movie
film. I've heard of that film, and I've wanted to maybe see it at some point.
It's a lesbian art movie called Portrait of a Girl on Fire.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Oh, right. You're right. Sorry. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And this movie Teen Spirit 2011 has a portrait of a girl / lady on fire. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway.
You're obsessed with this, aren't you?
They live in my head. This is my Destiel.
There you go.
They live in my head rent-free. So, Selena breaks into the memorial shelf and says, "I'm gonna get you, ghost bitch." And she breaks off a piece of the prom crown and steals it. Meanwhile, Lisa breaks into the school at night to use the library computer to send out Carlita's invites too early and to invite everyone to her own party.
Yeah, because she changes it to her, like, she gets some, she sends out, like, a fake update that says, like, "Oh, change of plans, the party's tonight, come to my house."
Yes.
And they all show up at Carlita's place, and she's, like, getting ready for bed and shit. So she's like in a robe and like some like a face mask or whatever.
Right.
Everyone's like, ha ha ha, look at you, I'm gonna take your photo now, ha ha ha. And
Right.
then they immediately get an update. It's like, haha, new party, come to this house. And it's Lisa's, of course.
Of course.
She has like a huge backyard. This is like a High School Musical 3 level party going on back here. And
Yeah.
like, what do her parents do? We're gonna have to have that conversation again where it's like, what did this character's parents do? This is
Real. What do they do? Because ain't no way. Like, absolutely the fuck not. This is a couple years after the housing crisis. Like, no.
But we also see that Nick and the other two girls, was it Dakota and Paisley, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those three are all here as well. And this is where we finally get to see like the actual singing portion of the second version of the title, because
Yes.
Amber possesses Lisa and makes her sing on stage. What was it? Would you say it was like a Britney Spears song, right?
I think this was original.
Oh, this is original. Okay, cool. I couldn't remember if this was the Britney Spears one or not. I think that's later at prom, actually.
No, that's like at the very end of the movie. That's at the very end.
Gotcha. Yee, okay. Anyways, so yeah, she sings a song and everything, and then Nick and her talk afterwards, and they even have a little kiss. Ooh. And
Ooh, gross.
I know, yeah, I was gonna say, I know you were thinking, like, how dare they? How dare she kiss a man?
Listen, I'm not against girls kissing boys. I'm just against this girl kissing boys because she's not. Okay, maybe she's bi, fine, but her soulmate is a girl, so.
Her soulmate's also dead, but
Well, they hug
They
later.
do hug.
Spoiler alert: they hug.
somehow. We'll get to that though, because there's something I want to say about that when we get to that scene, because it's just... Anyways. But he immediately, like, kisses her, and then he's like, I'm gonna break things off with Carlita, because I want you now instead. For some reason. Because you can sing and have a party. Whoa.
Yeah, those are the credentials for Nick, and also she's pretty.
Also, she's pretty, yeah.
Which she always has been. She just was wearing glasses earlier.
She wasn't even wearing glasses earlier. She
Oh,
never
wait,
wears
was
glasses
she?
the entire film,
Yeah.
no. She's just had her hair up
Huh.
and, like, was,
Gotcha.
like, wearing, like, conservative clothes, basically, and now she's, like, got fashion sense and has her hair
She's
down.
got fashion. She's got fashion powers.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. So, oh yeah, also Tonight by Hot Chili Ray is playing at this party, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that song.
Yeah, are
Even
you
if you don't know that, if
Are you showing me the Red Hot Chili Peppers? That's what you used to call her.
listen, you don't need to tell everybody that I used to think that the Red Hot Chili Peppers sang that song because Hot Chili Ray and Red Hot Chili Peppers sound like the same exact band, and I genuinely had never heard of Hot Chili Ray in any other context, so I just kind of assumed that I had misheard it that one time, and I just kind of thought they were the same band. Don't talk to me.
Oh, well, this will make for a very hard podcast in that case.
Never mind. I resent that. Anyway.
So the next day, we're back at school again, and Carlita is the laughing stock of the school, basically, because everyone's, like, sharing around the picture of her and her little, like, face mask thing. And,
Did you catch the, like, background music, if you want to call it that, in this scene?
I think so. Is this where it has, like, the weird dubstep kind of thing playing?
It's not quite dubstep. It sounds like very squeaky synthesizer.
Yeah, I
It's
think I know what
awful.
you mean. It's really
so
awful. I remember that
high-pitched.
too. It's so terrible.
It's so high-pitched. It just sounds like awful squeaking synthy noises. It's terrible.
Weird.
So,
Mouse synth.
mouse synth, woo. So Lisa's friends confront her about why she's sidelining them, and Nick just shows up and kisses her, and then the scene cuts.
Yeah, they didn't really like resolve that.
Anything? No.
No. They just cut, and now Selena is over there like, oh my god, Lisa's possessed.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, and this is where the principal tells Raj that he's in trouble, because apparently Raj was logged into the computer that Lisa used earlier to send out not application, and the invitations earlier, when she was sending out the fake invitations and stuff. So now he's in trouble and is responsible for all damages, because he says something like they damaged Carlita's house. Did that happen? I don't remember that happening.
I don't think any damage happened to her property. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, but he says like he's in trouble for like some kind of damages, and it's like, what damages? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless I'm just really stupid. I don't know. You've seen this like 4 times, so I feel like you're the expert.
I have seen this movie maybe too many times, but I don't think any property damage happened to her house. I think the principal's just an idiot. But yeah, he gets mad at Raj. Raj gets suspended, and Lisa doesn't stick up for him because she's a bitch now. And then Amber is like, "Oh no, I've ruined Lisa. I have to go home and spy on my mom." And
yeah, she doesn't do anything about it at this moment. She's like, "Oh no, yes. I've ruined her." Anyways. Family drama time. Family drama
time. So she goes back home. She sees her mom mourning Amber and neglecting the younger sister, Clementine. And Amber just kind of yells at her mom, like, hey, listen to her, acknowledge her. And she kind of does, which I'm not sure how that worked, but regardless, I think this scene was done.
It doesn't work until she, like, puts her hand on her shoulder. Like, Amber puts her hand on her mom's shoulder, and then it's like the mom can suddenly like feel her presence, I think is what's supposed to be implied, is like she like feels her there.
I guess that makes some sense, but regardless of the fact that that didn't make a ton of sense to me, I do think this scene was done kind of well. Like, you know, I thought it was done okay. And the mom acknowledges Clementine, is like, I'm gonna pay attention to you, I'm gonna treat you like a real human person now. Kind of comes around real fast, but shush. So, oh yeah, Selena, we're back with Selena and her aunt. Selena summons Amber, yells at her, is like, you stole my crush, you made her mean, she's a bitch now. And Amber's like, yeah, I didn't, I'm sorry, like, I really fucked up, and I really made everything so much worse, and I have to fix this, and I'm gonna fix this. And Selena's like, okay, go fix what you did. And then she leaves.
Yeah. And Amber pops back into Lisa's like house or whatever they're at, and her and Nick are already like kind of getting frisky and stuff, but
oh yeah,
she puts an end to it.
The scene was
she possesses Lisa, and there's a lot of Lisa talking to Amber and Nick just being like, what the fuck is going on? Because to him, she's just like talking to herself basically.
Yeah.
I know there's like a moment where she's like, I just be crazy one more time and then we can get back to making out or whatever. But but Amber ends it by like possessing her again and telling Nick to leave. She's like, I can't have sex with you. You need to go. And he's like, can we do it after prom? And she's like, sure, whatever, just leave.
Get out. And so he's like, okay. And he leaves.
Yeah, and then she's still in control of Lisa's body. And I guess Lisa can't fight back because usually she's like talking to her while she's being possessed.
Yeah, I guess.
But like, I think she was like, must have been like, her spirit was unconscious or some shit? I don't fucking know. Because Amber drives Lisa's car for several hours into the middle of fucking nowhere and just leaves her there.
Yes. Lisa wakes up next to a lake with her car parked on the grass, and she's like, what the fuck, Amber? And Amber's like, yeah, we're too far away for you to go back to the prom on foot, and I threw your keys in the lake or something, so good luck, bye. And she goes to hell. Like, she's on the bus to hell. Apparently hell goes on a bus system? Sure.
Yeah, because she tells J3, like, hey, I give up. This isn't working out. I'm just gonna go to hell. Right. And then a fucking bus with painted flames on it just comes up and picks her.
Oh my god, it's so camp.
So good.
This movie is camp.
I love it. And in that bus, there's like this woman who's like, "Ha, you think you're evil? I sold homes to homeless people and evicted them. Ha ha ha." It's like, okay, it's not a competition.
Yeah, it's everybody. She's on a bus full of cartoon villains, is what I wrote down. Just such like cartoonishly evil weirdos. And then we cut back, and Lisa's like trying to walk home, and she ends up finding like a payphone, like on a porch in front of a house where a guy is grilling food.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be a shop of some kind, but I don't know for what. But either way, she tries to call she tries to call Nick. I won't say he's her boyfriend because I'm not sure what they would call themselves anyways. But right. She tries to call Nick, and he's just like, "Oh, I can't do that. Will I see you at prom though?"
Yeah, he's like playing a video game.
Yeah, he's like playing a video game.
Also, I wanted to point out the sound effects for this video game sound like Perry the Platypus.
Oh, like the little skittering noise he makes or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see it.
So she calls all the popular girls. I don't know why she called them, because she never like got acquainted with Amber's friends at all. Like they saw her as competition, really. Like she got involved with Nick, sure, but she was never like involved with the popular girls at all. So like she was just kind of her own thing. So yeah. I don't know why she called them, but she did, and they were like, no.
Yeah, she honestly wasted her money on them because like it's a payphone. Let's see.
Real, yeah, the payphone, yeah. Good thing she had a bunch of. She's at a payphone.
All of her change she spent on you. Oh no. You know the song. Woo.
I know the song. Enigma. Yeah? Okay. So she calls Selena eventually, and
her girlfriend.
Selena, Raj, and Colin. Yeah, her friend. And they pick her up, and she's like, "Take me to prom right now in these clothes," which she's just wearing like normal clothes. So are the rest of the gang. And they're like, "Okay." And Amber's on the prison bus. Lisa goes to the prom, and she tells the principal that she sent the emails instead of Raj. And then the principal is like, "Well, you can't go in. You're suspended now." And she's like, "No," and leaves. She like runs in. She's like, she doesn't leave. She runs into the gymnasium, which is where the prom is.
Yeah, because luckily for her, like some dudes who were like comically low pants pass by, and the principal gets distracted because he's like, "You can't wear those pants. That's against the dress code." And then she runs by while he's turned around.
Right. Lisa goes on stage. She gives a corny speech about being seen and popularity, and tells everyone to vote for Raj for prom king.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Also, I love the line that Colin says in this scene, because she's talking about like how toxic popularity is, and he says, "This is dangerous. She's tampering with the fundamental dynamics of the high school universe." It's like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, actually. I hate Colin. Colin is the worst. And Raj is the best. Raj is actually probably my favorite character, especially if you like remove the lesbian ship that I have here. Like Raj is just such a sweetie. Like he's just so sweet. And also, let's face it, she's over here like being like, "Oh, the popularity doesn't matter. We shouldn't worry about these things." This is not going to have any lasting effects. They're going to go back to normal the next day. No. They're going to go back right to their fucking cliques and everything the next day. No one's going to give a shit. Enigma, shh, okay? This is just like if Disney Channel made PG-13 movies. Like, this is just that. Let it be corny. Let it be stupid. It is nothing without its corniness and stupidity, and that is why I love it. It is perfect. Yeah, and then she's basically just like, "Wait, shit, we're running out of time in this movie. Quick, everybody, raise your hand if you want if you want Raj to be king." And they're like, "Yeah."
So like everyone raises
They
their
all
hand.
raise their hands.
It's like
And then
fuck
Pitbull
ballots,
starts
I guess. Yeah, and then Pitbull starts playing.
Yeah. And then we instantly cut to hell. And then we cut back. I didn't write anything about that. I just wrote
we went
like
to the hell
cut
bus,
to hell,
and
cut
this
back.
is when J3 appears in hell. In the hell
Oh
bus.
yeah, you're right.
So in the hell bus, they're near the final destination, hell. And suddenly J3
Final
is back.
Destination. I love those movies.
Right, I'm sure.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, really? Tell me all about them.
I haven't-
What's the first one about?
So the first one, they have a destination, and it's their final destination. They have to go to it.
Yeah, they're just stuck. The entire movie is them stuck in an airport. Man, we can't reach our final destination. Roll credits.
Yeah, see, it's like it's a bottle movie. You've heard of bottle episodes that take place entirely in one set.
Takes
It's
entirely place in a bottle?
movie.
Oh my god.
No. Enigma.
Yeah.
Enigma. Oh my god. So
yeah, anyways, he tells her,
anyway.
like, hey, crazy thing just happened. Raj got elected prom king, and he was the least popular person in school. So therefore, you've completed your mission. He also said it's a modern world
Question.
about the prom king thing. And it's like, okay, prom kings exist.
Yeah.
It's been a thing. It's been
yeah.
a thing.
Also, isn't it always a modern world? The word modern is always
Shit, you're right.
changing,
Yeah,
it means
everything's
current.
oh,
So
no.
like,
Dun dun dun.
anyway.
That's right, J3. You're getting
That's
canceled.
just semantics, though. You're getting fucking canceled, you stupid old angel twig.
Woo.
These are words that I've said.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
yeah. Also, wait. This raises a question for me though, because okay, Raj is now the least popular person in school. Does that mean that if Lisa had become prom queen, that it wouldn't have worked because she was no longer the least popular person in school at that moment?
Why was the whole thing set up like so that Lisa could see? Like, okay, it doesn't make sense because he said like if the least popular person in your school needs to win prom queen. Here is her. Her name is Lisa Summers. Look at her. This is your assignment. This is the only person who can see you. You need to make her prom queen. And then come actual day of prom, that's not the case at all. And a different person
Who is now the
is
least
her
popular
assignment now.
person? Yeah. Well, because like
yeah.
the original assignment was like they never said like make Lisa Summers prom queen. They said make the least popular person get elected prom queen.
But then he showed her like a
Yeah, then he
tablet
showed her
with
like
a
this
photo
is the
of
least
Lisa.
popular person at the moment, I guess. So my question is then
That's
my question is though,
confusing.
if Lisa had become prom queen, given the rules that were given, would she
Right.
not have been eligible for heaven? Because like Lisa is no longer the
No.
least popular person in high school.
I don't think she would be. No, I think she would have. I think Amber would have gone to hell. But, nope. So,
For her, Raj
shows
is
up-
king now, and yeah. Also, I just
Yeah.
want to say that the
So-
cut from like the screaming souls in hell to just people dancing to
Yeah.
Pitbull or whatever was fucking great.
oh my god, 10 out of 10 for that.
Actually, no, it's not even.
So
no, it's not even
Amber-
Pitbull in this. They play tonight again. At this part, for some
Oh,
reason.
do they? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. They played
Wow.
fucking tonight again.
Oh my god. Well, they had the rights, so they were like, hell yeah.
Apparently.
So, Amber shows up in a gown, and a love song plays while
yes,
her and Lisa
that's
say goodbye.
that's what I was gonna say. Okay, that's what I was gonna get into. Like they get the one-on-one moment, and a fucking love song plays in the background, and it's like, oh, you'll have to let me go or whatever in the song. I forget what the song is. I don't know what the song is, but like the lyrics are basically like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, you love me, but you'll have to let me go, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
they're in love. They also like fucking. They hug because she's like, I'd hug you, but I'd go right through you. And then Amber pulls her in for a hug, and they can touch and everything. And she looks up to the
Yeah.
sky with tears in her eyes and says, "Thank you for her."
Mhm.
This.
So that's like the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. They... Dear God. Oh yeah, then we shift over in the crowd, we see not Zac Efron boy is somehow here. And he says like, oh, I've been to so many proms looking for you. How?
Yeah.
Like logistically, that doesn't work. Because you can't just barge into a prom. You have to pay for a ticket.
No.
And tickets for prom are insane as far as the price goes.
Oh my God, you're right.
Mine were like $100, which is one of the reasons why I didn't go.
Mine were like, I think 50, which is on the like lower side, but still they were pretty expensive.
Yeah, no, mine were like $100 a piece, and it's like, no, I don't even have a person to take to this in the first place, so why would I go for that?
I get that completely.
It's like I don't have a person to take this, and I also don't have $100 to spend, so I really have no reason to go.
Fair.
But also like he doesn't go to her school. And presumably he didn't go to any of the other schools that he went to like find her at the prom.
Right.
So how did he get in?
I don't know. He broke in. He broke in through the window.
Prom
the
heist.
Gymnasium, which has windows.
It's a
Prom heist. That sounds like a Lifetime movie. That sounds like a Lifetime movie, and that sounds hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wrote this in my notes. I said, they dance and smile at each other while I wish she would just kiss Amber.
Real. So Britney Spears plays, the narrator is like, they had a good prom, the end. And then do you want to explain the ending?
Yeah, we see Carlita rather. And she's like, oh, like this is wrong. We can't mix. No one's allowed to mix. It's because Carlita is pro-segregation, I guess, which that's problematic, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But she...
Also, isn't she, like, Mexican or something? Isn't she like, Hispanic? She's definitely not white, right?
She's definitely not white, that's for sure. I think she's Hispanic.
Yeah.
But no, she's like, we can't mix. This isn't right. I'm gonna shut this party down. And she fucking goes over and, like, messes with the electrical box, and lights go out and everything, and she gets fucking shocked to death again, or you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, and it's funny because J3's like, here we go again. So I can't wait for the sequel to this movie when we see Carlita doing the same for the third prom in a row. What if this is just the start of like a cycle of movies, and there's just like this poor school can't even have a prom. There's just like 10 proms in a row. And then the school gets shut down for the final one, and then no one is ever seen again.
Real.
Because every prom somebody dies. It's like Carrie, but worse.
It's a prom curse. A prom curse. So, I love this movie. I thought this movie was actually so fun and so camp, and it's like really silly and dumb, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoy it. And there's a reason I've seen it like 5 times. So
yeah, and you can even watch it for free too. You just go on the Freeform website. You can just go on there and watch it for free. It has ads, yeah, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah. It's a fun time, and I highly recommend it if you just want to ship 2 girls.
Yeah. Big surprise there.
Listen.
But yeah, I also kind of had a lot of fun with this. This is only my like second time seeing the movie, I think. But I also had some fun with it.
Yeah, because yeah.
But yeah, and I think I see what you mean. Like, it's fun. It's not perfect in the slightest, but it's fun. It's silly. It's a good time.
Exactly.
It's probably, if you'd probably have fun with it if you're not like a big critic or whatever, and you're not looking for something that's like amazing. And you just want like a good time, like a silly time. You might enjoy it. Maybe play it on. Mm-hmm. Go watch it. Go obsess with the angel lesbians with us.
Yes. Watch it with friends, I would say. It's a lot of fun to watch with friends. Especially like the...
We watched it with friends, and everyone fucking lost their shit at the I have fashion powers.
I mean, that's your favorite thing in the world.
My favorite thing in the world. I know at least one of our other friends lost his shit about it too. But,
yes.
So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
For that.
The best thing ever. But yes, we're gonna try to get back into doing more episodes again now because we've been a little absent Oops.
Yeah, like I said, we were so absent that Enigma has new pronouns now.
Yeah. Oopsies.
I'm sorry.
Beep beep beep. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a new stim apparently too. Oops. Anyway.
Yeah, you've been beeping a lot. That's okay.
Sorry.
It comes with the non-binary. You're beeping. You're saying all over the place.
Oh my god. Of course I'm beeping.
It
because
happens.
I'm trying to speak in binary, but I'm non-binary, so it doesn't work.
Oh my god.
That's
Whoa,
what the beeping
that's
means.
so cool.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Anyways,
do you?
which we do have a thing next. Wait, did we choose what we want to do next time? I think we wanted to do rats, right? Or is that something you want to save for another time?
Oh my gosh. I think we should do rats next time. Let's do rats next time.
God, yes, rats.
Yeah.
Rats with a Z, by the way, audience. Rats with a Z from
Yes.
the year 2000. God, look forward to
Yes.
that because it's I'll go ahead and say like a brief synopsis. Is that it's just a girl this woman gets like a magic ring and makes two rats into boys for these girls that she knows, and they're supposed to take the rats to prom or whatever.
Oh my god.
That's basically the movie. It's really stupid. It's really stupid and really low budget.
I'm gonna have so much fun trying to take notes and figure out what the fuck is going on, because I've seen that movie like 2 times now and I genuinely do not understand the plot. Like, at all. Like, especially after the 30-minute mark, it just becomes like, huh? Like, I think a kid like erases his family, but so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Oh my god, I love that movie.
Maybe we'll talk about Stay Tuned at some point.
Oh yeah, we should. We should. But that's a subject for another day. But I think we should talk about Stay Tuned. Honestly, it's very underrated.
All right. Oh hell yeah.
Maybe that'll be like the third thing, the third new episode that we make.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Whoa. Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Inside joke. Whoa. Anyways, that's enough of us yapping. Even though that's what you came here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
presumably. Yeah. Otherwise, you've probably left by now.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know why you're still here. I mean, sorry. That's the show.
Otherwise,
you must not like podcasts because that's what podcasts are. Oops.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, so I think that's everything for now. But we can't wait to see you guys next time. We'll just make sure to follow the podcast here on Spotify, or we're also on Apple Podcasts as well, and on YouTube. So subscribe or follow in your desired listening place, and we'll be here in your ears.
Yes, we'll be here in your ears and inside of your brain.
Yeah, we're the Yerks now. We're the Yerks.
We're the Yerks now. That's the second Yerk reference. Do you think we like Animorphs a little too much?
Maybe so. Maybe we should find a way to talk about Animorphs as well.
I was gonna say we should, but anyway.
We can talk about the terrible TV show.
Peace out. Peace off.
Peace off.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. Peace off.
Peace off. Ooh.
Peace off, guys.
What she's trying to say is we're signing off. See you guys.
Yes. Bye.